Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Gaze at a graveyard.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that huck and spit on that thing. You get me?
Oh, that sounds so good. The Beezer.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper, gang. Wow. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the second day of July, 2024. It's Tuesday, and all is right with the world. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. A tired Tuesday, but here we are feeling good. I hope you're feeling good too. Short week, right? We hope for you. It is for us. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Probably Marnie Gellner. I do know Johnny Bone Bones is here, but no Marky Roro. That's okay. We'll find a way. We'll get on by. Here we go. Let's get some comedy out of the way here because that's a good way to start the day. A little giggles, right? A little giggles to start the day. Let's go with Dan Soder. Comedy on a Tuesday morning on the Power Trip Morning Show. Now you come on in. I am glad you're here.
I just hit 2.5 years of quitting smoking cigarettes, which... Thank you, but no. Wait, did someone boo that? Is the Marlboro Man here? Why would you boo that? Big tobacco in the second balcony. You should keep going. Remember how relaxed it made you? Yes. I think smoking's still cool. There is nothing cooler than watching a 90-year-old man smoke a cigarette with that look on his face. Like, yeah, I won. Yeah. When you put it like that, I think you did. I do recommend quitting smoking. There are a lot of great benefits. You save money. Because when you smoke cigarettes in any city and you go outside and light one up, you might as well just shoot a flare into the sky that tells every drunk and insane person you feel like having a conversation. That little orange ember becomes like a lighthouse for the mentally ill. They see you smoking, they're like, I'm gonna go talk to that guy.
Anyway, how's your sex life?
I like the Alaskan pipeline.
The juice is loose. The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
When I was watching the show Billions, Dan Soder is in the show. He plays Maffei, and I didn't know he was a stand-up comedian.
No kidding.
I had never heard his stuff. I just thought he was an actor, and then I found out later he was a stand-up comedian, and he's a pretty big deal. Just didn't know. He did a good job acting in Billions.
I think it's easy.
Well, improv is easy. We know that.
It must be.
Right, Sauce?
Yeah, man, it's great. What's great? I just walked in.
You know what's great is Gutter Helmet, brother.
Yeah, man, Gutter Helmet Wales. GutterHelmetMN.com. They're coming over today, man.
Are they to the radio show?
No, to my house.
Oh, well, that's not doing me any good, is it?
No.
I better call them myself.
Yeah, they can come over to your place too, man.
Thanks, brother.
Hey, you're welcome, Hulkster. GutterHelmetMN.com.
That's a hell of a commercial you just did.
Thank you.
I feel turned on.
Yeah, Siri liked it.
Do you know what happened, Corey Cove, 3 years ago today? No. Would have been 3 years ago, 3 days ago. Because today we were recapping it.
2021.
Yeah.
The stand-up bit?
That's right. How'd you know that?
Just a guess.
Yeah, that's right. It was, I loaded these sound bites in on July 2nd, 2021. And I believe that was a Monday morning because I think it was a Friday night, wasn't it?
No, wasn't it a Thursday?
Never mind then. It was yesterday.
No idea.
I don't remember what day of the week it was. Why are you being a slut?
I'm not.
Quit being a slut, man.
I'm not. I'm just helping you guys out.
You're slutting around today.
Hey, thanks, Max, for calling him out on it.
Hey, Max. Oh.
Nobody ever does
guys.
that.
I mean, the only stage I should be on is like a sabermetric convention. Which I do. And that point is driven home to me every time I have a conversation with a KFAN group. It starts pleasantly enough, nice little small talk. And then once they know it's no longer awkward to ask, the same question always comes up. So, how did you get on the radio?
Kermit the Frog. Oh, no.
She sleeps alone tonight in a brand new bed.
Oh, my God. Do you remember he was double fisting drinks and basically spilled beer all over the stage?
Oh, yeah. It was all over the stage.
Stone Cold, right?
Oh, that's
Maxo,
right.
is that the bit where you...
Oh, yeah.
He did that right as he walked up.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh, no.
Our home and away, our record sexually, my wife and I, not good. At home, super disappointing. On the road, over.
That's a good bit.
We have not won one damn game.
That's a good concept.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's a good concept, right?
Yeah, Sauce, what do you think of that concept?
I like that, yeah.
Look at this. We're at Canterbury. What a perfect venue for this, because now tonight, the comedy isn't going to be the only thing that's horse.
That's a good line.
That's a great
Wow. Marnie Crush. She was the winner.
Yeah.
Everybody loved her. Everybody thought she was leaving Bally Sports North to do a national stand-up comedy tour.
I want to start off a little bit with when I was younger and I was rookie in the NHL, and I had a couple of friends. And these friends wanted to steal Dino Ciccarelli's nut cup. My first two memories of friends coming down to visit me as a rookie weren't scoring goals. There was protecting Dino Ciccarelli's nut cup and my other buddy Bales sniffing Pavel Bure, swearing he could smell Anna Kournikova.
That's a good line, too.
Yeah.
Come on, that's great.
That is great.
It's also
This whole thing-
terrifying because it's real.
I know.
Right? That
This
actually
whole thing
happened.
started 5 years ago. I had to do my job in the morning up in St. Cloud. I went over to Jimmy John's, had lunch, and then I changed into this suit in the bathroom. I had an interview with a guy named Chad Abbott. So I rubbed one out for good luck.
Jesus.
And the next hand I shook. Just kidding.
Oh, that's great. That's a good
Good
one,
line,
man.
too.
Sauce is a great-looking guy right now. I mean, he's the best-looking guy. I mean, he lost weight, great teeth, good-looking guy, beautiful girlfriend. But when I first met him, I literally thought that his dad threw out the baby and kept the foreskin. I really did.
Come on now.
That's very good.
All right, we might as well get this out of the way now that I'm the first person up here. Me. Really?
That was a smart start.
Great, man.
That was a smart
Everybody
start.
The cadence, all
Everybody
great.
kicked
Yeah.
butt. Max, how bad do you wish you had been?
I wish so bad that I could have. I
would love
literally,
you to- I know.
I was tormenting myself for weeks coming up with bits. I had a whole intro ready to go. I had an N-bomb laden set ready,
my God,
ready
I
to
can't
just roll. Oh my gosh!
I know.
Yeah,
That's what
I
Canterbury
wanted to so
wanted.
bad.
Yeah, they were excited for that.
I know. That's what they said. Why were
That
there no
month.
Edwards? Do you remember how many times they said that to us? And I wasn't sure if they meant
Like, if any
in the
black
comedy,
people were here,
or the fact that the entire audience was a white group. I have no idea. I don't know, man.
But white people, it's kind of like a cheat code. White people laugh every time you say it. So I was just gonna start. Literally, just the first word I was gonna say was just.
Yeah, so you're saying it's easier, like some people say it's harder to be a clean comedian.
Yeah.
It would be harder for you to do a comedy set without that word.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
I get
it's a crutch.
I
Yeah.
You quit using that crutch, will you please? I don't know, man. That was fun. Everybody kicked butt.
Yeah, but we've been approached multiple times. Hey, are you ever going to run that back? And I think the consensus is that was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
And if we do it again, the chances that it's even remotely successful.
Right.
Oh boy.
I think we should do I think we should do a smaller version of it and do what'd you just
A
say?
roast.
No, what'd you just say?
A roast would be good.
Improv.
Okay,
We should do
improv.
improv where the listeners call out what we're supposed to do or call out the scenes. Like have a real improv person kind of lead it and we have to work it and we have to do it. I think that'd be fun.
That'd be a lot of fun.
It would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, me and Zach were just talking yesterday about nobody at the fan would want to participate. But what if we did like a play, like a station-wide
Oh, dude, I
play?
would freaking
that would
love
be
it.
awesome.
You kidding me? I'd love it.
Improv would be a lot of fun.
Improv would be fun too. I'd like to. Kind of one of my things I want to do before I get too old. Before I die, like which won't be long. I better get off my ass. But I'd like to do like a musical. I'd like to do a run like at the Chan or something like that, which I'm not good enough to be at the Chan, but you get my point. That'd be fun.
You'd be so good at that, Howard.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
How do you get into those? Just audition or just know somebody? Or how do you do
I think you have to audition.
No
and the problem is there are people who are good at it who are auditioning as well.
That's the problem.
Those bastards.
People who have committed their whole life to it are not going to be happy with a radio guy saying, I want to do it.
Right. You'd be good at it, though, man.
I don't know. But improv would be fun. I think that would be cool. If we hired like a real improv person to run it the way it's supposed to be done, and then we gave it a shot, I think that'd be fun, man.
Well, I mean, Sauce is an expert. He went to one class and then pocketed the money.
One class, one class.
Yeah.
Could you lead this?
No, you'd need like a real improv person.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say yes and.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm not good at it.
Yeah, see,
man.
that's why he failed. He failed the first one. Yeah,
yes,
right.
and?
I don't know.
But no, I could not do it.
But knows.
Yes, and?
Right. Well, I think we should do it. Are you guys in or not?
I'm in. Yes, of course.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yesterday, Sauce, you had an idea for a T-shirt, and by the end of the day, it was on sale.
Yeah. I wonder how many it's sold.
And it's on its way. We're getting a prototype brought to us within like the next 15 minutes.
I had no idea. Is that right?
Wow.
Yeah. So
By whom?
What's the shirt say?
Kiss the Glizzy.
Yeah, it sure does. He sure does say that.
Yeah, the Seven Corners guys, I believe, have a black version just because they don't have that other color shirt ready yet.
Yeah.
So I think that's on its way. But the prototype, I believe, is a black shirt, but the same
sweet
graphics.
That'll be great. What does it say? I didn't hear you.
The shirt's a hot dog reference, and it says "Kiss the Glizzy." Mm-hmm. And I guess kids are calling hot dogs glizzies, and they're calling other things glizzies. It's a euphemism for a penis.
And we made a shirt that says "Kiss the Penis," basically.
Pretty much.
No, I don't believe. I don't believe "we" is the correct way of saying it.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. And yesterday, Barb said a successful shirt is a break even or better.
Well, I would guess it broke even. One guy said he's going to buy 12 of them for Christmas gifts. I think that's all we need.
That's all we needed to hit the. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Was that guy Dav?
No, Dav doesn't. No, he
doesn't buy things.
He won't. He won't.
I like how you said he'd never be caught. He wouldn't be caught dead wearing this.
No.
Go wear an ICP shirt or a Sean Kemp throwback.
Yeah,
but not a Kiss the Glizzy T-shirt.
He doesn't embarrass himself with his clothing.
Yeah, come on.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Are you actually going to wear this, or do you just like the idea?
No, I will wear it 100%. I'll wear it up.
Will you wear it on the golf course?
I'll wear it to mugs.
Will you wear it on the golf course?
Kiss the Glizzy T-shirt on the golf course? No.
Will you wear it to Manny's?
Sure. Hell yeah, I would.
Would you wear it to Mastro's in Vegas?
Yes. And you know why I would wear it to Manny's? Because all the guys at Manny's want a Kiss the Glizzy shirt. I got like 3 texts from them yesterday. This is a hot item, man. You may rip it. You just like saying Kiss the Glizzy.
No, I think you do.
I do. I like hearing you say it.
Because yesterday we asked you, why do you think this will sell? And you just kept saying, because it says Kiss the Glizzy on it.
Yeah, and you know what?
Pudding pops and the jellos.
The worst thing about it, Mr. Cosby, is it turns out he was right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how we argue with him anymore.
Yeah, thank you. Well. And Maxo Smooch the Shebang Bang also would have been a great shirt.
That would have been a great sequel T-shirt.
Okay, but Chris, just a reminder.
Yeah.
Before you get too far ahead of the wagon here and pat Sauce on the back, you know if this idea is a success, then he kicks up his feet for the rest of the year. Because this is his one good idea. Then we get nothing out of him the next 6 months if this idea works.
The hard thing, though, is dealing with him when it's coming down to the wire and he hasn't done a damn thing. And then he just starts throwing terrible stuff out there, and it's desperation mode. And I for one,
I like that.
I don't like the desperation mode when it comes to him.
So you'd rather just get it out of the way.
I'd like
Let him have his idea
and hit cruise control.
Okay.
And then one of you would go, just forget about it.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
All right, so that is the upside. If this really does work, if it sells like crazy, then at least you had your one good idea on July 1st.
That's right.
Halfway through the year.
Yeah. You know who will wear a Kiss the Glizzy shirt? Hawk's attorney.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
What about my tax guy?
Yeah. Is
it a write-off? I mean, you bought it for work.
It will be for us.
Yeah, it will be for Hawk and I. Our trip to the Hall of Fame game is definitely a write-off. It's work-related.
I'm just a big fan, Saucy, if you finally making some money. I think that'll be great.
Oh, no.
You're gonna cash in on
No,
this.
I don't get any money from it.
Oh, there'll be no money. But
we
when you
should have
die,
sold it on chrishockey.com.
Remember when Rosie wanted a piece of almost every T-shirt that's ever been related to him?
he also wanted a piece of ass.
But then pretended like he didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
You said in the intro that Rosie is not here
He
today?
is not here today.
Oh, okay. Well, then 7 and 9, you'll actually hear Marnie Gellner's takes. That'll be exciting. So Marnie will be here at 7. Bonus should be here at 2. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Hi. Good morning, everybody. It's Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. It's the second day of July, Max. Wow.
I can't believe the year's going by fast.
I know.
Everybody says when you're young, like, time goes by fast. And I felt like it was going by slow when I was, 18, 19. And now it's like, holy bleep, I'm 30. And it's already halfway through 2024.
I know. Yeah, that happens, man.
Sure does. Time speeds up. Really does. It feels like it does.
This is a big time of year for the Power Trip Morning Show. I think it's because there's no football or anything like that. But it was 2019. Yesterday, in 2019, Tommy Olson wrote and performed my eulogy. You remember that?
God. Oh, yeah.
Sad day today. It's tough for me to talk about this one. The guy was a legend. Safe to say he was the GOAT. Literally the nicest guy to ever be. He made me laugh every day. I got to hug him and tell him I love him every Thursday. A lot of you may not know. You do know he's a short man, but not a lot of people know about something that I actually had a chance to witness. The guy had the biggest crank I've ever seen. Looks like a baby's forearm holding an apple. The guy had a monster. It was huge. I miss that guy. I loved him very much. The guy was so nice to me. I can't not think about his crank. His crank was so big. Oh, it's hard for me to talk about him. I'm going to miss that guy. A hell of a performer, even a nicer guy. But man, did he have a crank on him.
My God.
I love that man. I'm going to miss him every day. Hope you're doing great up there, Chris.
Up there.
Love you. I miss your crank.
All right, so a couple things about that. Number one, that was part of the deal that Chris was looking to pay someone to start that rumor after he died. And Tommy said, I'll be your Huckleberry. Basically, like, I'll do it.
Immediately.
So that's where that came from, is Tommy said he would carry that torch after Chris goes. Yep. Part two, though, since that was 5 years ago, Tommy's line about, I can't not think about that man's crank, hits a little different now than it did 5 years ago.
You are correct. Yeah. You are correct, sir.
Wouldn't July 1st of 2019 wouldn't we have been pandemic right then?
No, it was 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's March of 2020.
I guess you're right. Holy moly. We had no idea what was coming.
Nope.
He almost had to perform that at my funeral. Because that's the deal. He's supposed to do that verbatim at my funeral.
Oh, and he will. He's memorized it.
Oh, I know.
Yep.
I love that, man.
I love that crank.
Can't not think about his crank.
Yeah,
we know Tommy.
Correct.
He was leaving us breadcrumbs the whole time.
Yeah. That was the start. That was the start of his quest.
He Kaiser Soze us.
Yeah. Zodiac killer.
Crank I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. I love that.
He doesn't have two hands on the phone.
All right, well, another one of these all-time July bits.
Yep.
Started yesterday.
It sure did. That's what I'm saying.
Sauce said, hey, we should kiss the Glizzy t-shirts. And we're like, oh, God.
Bonus thought it was funny.
I think it's hilarious.
And Barb didn't seem thrilled. I don't know if the bosses here seem thrilled.
No, Barb hates me.
No, again, she likes you. She hates your ideas. And a lot of us are in that camp.
She hates this job.
But our friends at Seven Corners were listening, and they said, we'll do it. And
hell yeah.
a design got thrown together. And Saucy, look, here's a prototype.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, hell yeah.
My guy Travis just ran these over. Look at here. It's a black version. This is like limited edition. There's only 2 of them.
Oh.
Max, you want the other one? I ain't wearing this shirt. I ain't going to be caught dead in this shirt. Actually, hang on. Should we save this for Tommy?
What size is that one?
Tommy needs one.
This is a 2XL. You want this one?
Nope.
What was that supposed to mean? What's that? What size is that?
That's way too big for old Saucer now.
Thank you. I'm wearing this one. This one's a large. This will fit.
Okay.
Take a picture of it and put it on the old intranet so we can.
Max, you want a 2XL and wear it as a moo-moo?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Maxwell, you can have the
I'll
large.
Pooh Bear it.
I'll take the 2X.
That's all right.
Maxwell, you can have the large.
Jesus.
So they're here. And again, those are the only two ones that are going to be made in black. So those are going to be
You don't want one?
exclusive. No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
But you love wearing black. It matches your your aesthetic.
Your soul.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of this.
I
I don't want to be a part of anything. Yeah, I see it. There it is. It's a hot dog. Yeah.
What's it say?
It says, I can't not think about that man's crank. I loved that man.
Button bar.
We were saying that yesterday, that if this shirt in any way gets 3 to 6:30 to read a liner about, go to KFAN.com/store and buy the Power Trips Kiss the Glizzy t-shirt. Just if we can get Gerdsey or Barrero to say that, it's going to be worth it.
You missed they will not be named.
Or common.
But you missed a email exchange I think you two were purposely left off of because you would have brought it up, but I'm going to bring it up. Of where we were going to run liners for it. Somebody stepped in and said, do not run them on Barrero's show.
Oh, why is he so embarrassed about us? You know what? There's nothing you can do about it, Dan.
But
We're related whether you like it or
you
not.
two weren't on it for a reason.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, we don't exist to him. The morning is just a blind spot.
It's all right. We're just printing money like the Fratellis for the
That's
station.
true.
No big deal.
Here's an idea for our next T-shirt. I love the phrase
And giggles.
and I couldn't stop thinking about it last night because I wonder what, and I can't find it anywhere. I've looked everywhere. Where did it come from? Where does the phrase
And giggles
come from?
No idea.
Because the two things were unrelated.
And nobody in the history of speech has said it better than Austin Powers.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
And giggles.
That'd be a great name for a morning show.
All right, I guess, Paul, I'll be Giggles.
What are you going to hire Hawk's dad?
Oh,
And giggles.
I can't find it. I don't know where it came from. I wish I knew.
It says it's a vulgarized, I didn't know that was a word, a vulgarized version of kicks and giggles, which was a phrase back in the day, I guess.
Kicks and Giggles. S's and Giggles, also a great name for a buddy cop movie.
It would be.
Yeah, it would.
Oh, God, here comes the A-team.
Hi, I'm Mark S-Word.
And I'm Frank Giggles.
We're S-Word and
You
Giggles.
go with Mark Schmitz.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Something like that.
Schmitz
See,
and
now you
Giggles.
got it.
Schmitz
See,
and
Yeah,
giggles.
see, Bonus gets it.
Or Spitz. Spitz
Bonus
and
is going to have
Giggles.
a
Yeah, the
paid
Hawk Tour girl.
podcast here in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And giggles.
Welcome back to
radio.
Spitz and Giggles in the morning.
So these shirts are available on KFAN.com.
What shirt?
Bonus, you say it.
Kiss the Glizzy.
Thank you.
Bonus has had a few glizzies.
Man, I'd have one right now. I keep thinking about eating hot dogs, and I don't even normally like
What do you
them.
put on them?
Just ketchup and hot. Sometimes if they'll give me cheese, I'll put some cheese on me. I love
Bonus.
cheese dogs.
Yeah.
You've been all over the world drinking beer and watching sports.
And having
I've
S's
done
and
the
Giggles.
9x9x9 challenge.
Right,
I've never seen it.
And giggles.
It's a lot of
best-
glizzies.
That's a lot of Glizzy.
Best hot dog you've ever had. Doesn't have to be at a ballpark. Just best hot dog you've ever had is where?
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
They're
give it to
really
me.
good at Wrigley.
I'm going to say nostalgia-wise.
That's in Chicago.
I loved the Dome Dog, that Metrodome, which
Yeah,
you can no
there's
longer
been a
get.
lot of times that Sauce has claimed he could really use a dome
Yeah.
dog right now.
I can't remember the best hot dog I ever had, but I remember the worst hot dog. Because I told you guys this story before, man, but they brought us, we were doing snowcross.
Oh, yeah.
Man, we were doing snowcross in Chicago at the drag strip there. And in the winter, they put snow on it, built this great racetrack. And they brought us hot dogs in the morning. And this was like at 8 o'clock at night. So they brought them right at 11 a.m. for lunch. And they were still sitting there about 8 o'clock at night. And Mike, my color commentary guy, ate one of them. And the smell of his breath for that 9-hour-old hot dog. I'll never forget it. It put me off hot dogs for a long time. I couldn't even look at a penis for a while.
When the Twins used to have Twins Fest in January at the Metrodome, I would always get very excited. Hey, I'm going to get a Metrodome hot dog.
Yeah,
feel like baseball again in the middle of winter. And then you get there and you're like, oh, yeah, these were left over from September.
Those were September. These dogs didn't make the playoffs.
These were pulled off the little roller in September.
Oh,
it's fine. It's a perfectly sane thing to eat.
Right. I don't know, man. So I'm going to guess. I should know. This is dumb. But they probably have dome dogs at Target Field, right?
They do. They have the Big Dog, which is a good, solid dog. In general, I just don't think the hot dogs at Target Field are as good as the hot dogs were at the Metrodome.
Well, they need to prove us wrong. Somebody who works at the hot dog stand at Target Field, bring me one right now.
How can they downgrade? How can they go the wrong way from the dome to Target Field?
I think they got a different sponsor.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they had a different company.
Sheboygan.
No, I don't think so. I think it's Schweigert now, and I think it used to be Hormel. The Hormel Row of Fame.
Oh, all-time bit.
Have I told you guys the Hormel Row of Fame song?
No.
Song? Or story?
The Hormel Row of Fame song story.
Go on.
The story about the... This is, we celebrate this every year. We have a little party where we eat hot dogs and drink beers. Shockingly.
No.
What? You found a reason.
People from work go to an afternoon game at the Metrodome, and they start playing the Hormel Row of Fame song. And if you remember that song, it goes, if you are at the game, you're in the Hormel Row of Fame. If you are in a lucky seat, you'll win a Hormel hot dog treat. Great for lunch, great for dinner. You will be a wiener winner in the Hormel Row of Fame.
Great. Now we have to pay licensing.
Well done. Well done.
Review.
Well done.
You need to do a
It's a 10 out of 10.
I'm going to give you a 9.5 out of that.
100 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the way the song is supposed to go.
Right.
Now, there's no way they had that like on a vinyl record, but this particular time it did start skipping.
Oh.
And it went, if you are at the game, are you in Hormel Row of Fame? If you are in a lucky seat, you'll win a whore. You'll win a whore. You'll win a whore.
Are you serious? That actually happened.
Yeah, brilliant.
Amazing.
Oh, that's great.
And I'm like, am I the only one? And I hear the person say to me behind me, go, that would be a lucky seat.
That's great.
Brilliant. Yeah, but the whores were better at the Metrodome.
Yeah.
Man, the Metrodome.
So we celebrate Whore Day.
Yeah.
This was like 2000. We still do this. This was like 2005.
Well, what day is it? We'll celebrate it.
Man, I celebrate it every day.
Towards the end of August. I'll get you the exact
Get
day.
the exact day. We'll celebrate Hormel Whore Day.
Hey, how long has it been since the Metrodome was torn down?
It was, well, I don't know when it was torn down or when the Twins last played there in 2009.
Yeah.
So that was the last time anybody did anything in there? 2009?
No, the Vikings still played there after that.
Okay.
I just don't know what year the Vikings, what year was the year that the Saints, or that the Seattle beat us in the really cold game that we missed the kick.
Oh.
That was the first year.
Well, that was Favre's last year. Where it was at TCF, and that was what, 2010 then?
Yeah.
No, the really cold game. Yeah,
he got his concussion because he got his
different
head
game.
hit on the back of the ice.
No, I'm thinking of the
TCF?
It was a TCF game, but that was a different game.
No, Teddy Bridgewater was the quarterback.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of.
the miss kick was not Brett Favre.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking about the season though. Was 2010?
Corey's right.
When he was outside.
I got you. I see what you're saying. Okay, got it.
His career ended because he slammed his head on that
head.
crate.
Oh, okay.
So that must have been 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I mean, that's an incredibly long time ago, man. Think about it. The Metrodome has been gone for that long. That's a generation of people who have never been to the Metrodome.
I mean, it's almost,
Wow.
Yeah.
So we went to Tokyo. Tokyo Dome is built on the Metrodome, built based on the Metrodome.
Right,
so we got to kind of go to a Metrodome replica.
Did they have dome dogs?
Were there whores?
Did anybody have a glizzy?
They did have hot dogs. They did have glizzies. Yeah,
See?
lots of glizzies.
Lots of shaboing boing.
Did anybody kiss the shaboing boing?
God, I want a hot dog.
For Unpaid Sports after this on the van.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. Spits and giggles in the morning. Yeah, great rain last night, by the way, in the Twin Cities. I don't know if you guys woke up to it or not, but like at 1:45 in the morning, I woke up and it was just a hellen out there. It's great. No thunder, just a lot of wind and a lot of rain. I wonder if the flooding has subsided. Is it things a little better? You think?
Oh, no. Good question.
I don't know either. I guess it probably is because it would be the top story if if it weren't. Anyway, there you go. Power Trip Morning Show.
Now it's going to rain all 4th of July weekend, right?
Is it really?
So many Twins games. Twins are in town. I was excited to see them. It's not looking great.
Well, damn.
Going to see the Saints tonight, though.
That's right. CHS Field, baby.
I'm excited.
Let's go.
Will you get a hot dog there?
I will get a hot dog there. Of course I will.
Hey, Glizzy.
See?
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Time
sports.
now for
I
Front
will
Page
chomp the
Sports,
Glizzy.
presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Thanks to Holiday Station Stores at Holiday, you can get 2 Celsius, and then they give you 1 free. And they have an exclusive flavor, watermelon lemon at Holiday. Buy 2 Celsius, get 1 free.
Hell yeah, man.
Do it this morning at a Holiday Station store near you.
I will.
Or far from you. I don't care where you're going. Go wherever you want. Jason Tatum agreed to the largest deal in NBA history, 5 years, $314 million.
Come on.
He is 26 years old. He won the title this year. And out-contracted his teammate, Jaylen Brown.
63.
Max, you sound offended by that.
It's ridiculous.
He's really good.
He is really the highest paid player in NBA history, though.
Ant's better than he is.
Yeah,
That's the way contracts work.
That's whoever's next.
That's right.
I know, but it's just him and Jaylen Brown both have 2 of the biggest contracts in NBA history, and they're so underwhelming. They're so swaggerless. They're not cool. Yeah, they're champions, but what about being cool, man?
Everybody
Yeah,
be
man.
cool.
Ice cool.
Well, no one was less cool while they were playing than Tim Duncan.
That's true. I hated the Spurs as a kid. I absolutely despised them.
Same.
Oh, look at us playing team basketball.
Yeah, can
Screw you guys.
Yeah, that sounds awful. The Celtics also agreed to a 4-year, $126 million deal with Derek White, who turns 30 today.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, he deserves that.
Is that sarcastic?
No, he does.
Okay.
He does. He actually does. They wouldn't have won the championship without him.
Let's go around the globe a little bit here. Men's soccer lost 1-0 to Uruguay in the 2024 Copa America, whatever the hell that is. They lost 1-0. Most importantly,
I'm a what?
can Sauce tell us which continent Uruguay is on?
Yes. Yes, he can.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody says for sure. You guys aren't even hesitating.
Not even close.
I got faith in my boy Saucy,
too, man.
like always.
Thank you, man.
Sauce, what continent is it on?
South America.
Look at you.
There we go.
Look at you. See?
Look at you.
Here's a glizzy.
Yeah. Oh, I got a free glizzy?
How
Yeah.
confident
Hello.
were you?
99%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You should kizzy the glizzy.
Is it because of the Simpsons reference?
No, but sometimes
Sometimes
I just look at a map in case I'm going to be quizzed on it.
Sometimes you just look at a map.
Yeah. I'm serious. In case
Where did that fear come from?
Him.
Is that
bastard over there?
Okay, so what other random things about geography do you know since you once in a while look at maps?
Well, I know Minneapolis is that way. Check, mate.
That is correct.
Well,
Yes, see? Take that.
Yeah, he kind of boxed you up, Corb.
Yeah, how's it feel in that box?
Yeah. How's your glizzy doing?
Want to kiss it?
I mean,
All you have to do is this. That's how it works.
Our buddy Jason Zucker agrees to a 1-year, $5 million deal with Buffalo.
What? No kidding.
That doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Good for Jason. That's a good chunk of change.
Yeah,
but
man, good for him.
Buffalo? All right.
What's wrong with Buffalo?
I don't know. I mean,
Don't they stink?
yeah, they're terrible, are they not?
I don't know. They got money. It's
But-
green.
Guy got paid.
Damn
$5
right.
million a year is legit.
You damn right.
Hold on. Why is Buffalo terrible?
As far as the team goes,
Oh,
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm never.
but I like that city.
Wasn't it basically over when they got rid of Eichel? Didn't they kind of gut the team when they traded
Eichel
him to
is a man.
Vegas?
Finkel was, brilliant.
Either way.
God,
Getting
that's a
paid is
great
getting paid.
Yeah, Zuck's getting $5 million.
Good for him, man.
Good for him.
Great dude.
Heck yeah.
Another former Wild player, Wild defenseman Matt Dumba's going to Dallas for 2 years and $7.5 million. Okay.
At the very least, it's a good sign they're signing so fast, right? You'd think.
I don't know. I wish Zach was here to explain this, but I'm going to try to pronounce this guy's name. The Wild signed Yakov Trenin.
Yeah.
4 years, $14 million, $3.5 million a season. He's a 27-year-old center. Never heard of him. Has he played for Nashville or something? Who knows?
It was weird because, like, Russo was, like, really weird, upset about this yesterday on Barrero. He, like, doesn't understand why they're, like, next year is when they're going to have all these, like, all this money, supposedly. But they keep handcuffing themselves with these contracts of guys that, like, I don't really know. It just, you'd think next year they would go into it and try and get some of the best free agents they could.
Were you even listening to the interview,
Not
or
really.
were you just looking at the map in case I quizzed you on geography?
Not really.
I could feel that it was coming too, though. He's about to ask you a question
See?
about Illinois.
Where?
Name 3 cities in Illinois.
See, I knew
Chicago, Beloit, the only town in the world that sounds like a fart in a bathtub. And
It's funny, man. It's a good one.
Springfield. Take that. Rand
see,
McNally.
See, he was ready for you.
Yeah, why don't you kiss a glizzy?
Keep looking at
To
maps.
get some glizzy kissing.
Paul, mow the lawn. I can't. I'm looking at maps in case Corey quizzes me.
I don't mow the yard.
Good
Yeah,
point.
True that.
Either do you.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Busy kissing glizzies.
Busy kissing glizzy.
John Bonus, the Twins were off yesterday, but they host Detroit tonight at 6:40. Simeon, Woods, Richardson for the Twins. Look, the Tigers are terrible, but they're favored because of the pitching matchup.
Yeah.
This dude is, what? How do you say his Scooball? Scooble.
He's great.
2.32 ERA, 112 strikeouts in 97 innings with just 19 walks.
Yeah. Detroit hasn't been particularly good this year, but they've got 2 very good pitchers, and we get to see him in games 1 and 2 of this series.
Do you think Scooble will start the All-Star game?
I think there's a good chance.
Yeah.
The Twins right now are playing like a team that's 10 games above 500, and it's hard. I think a lot of people are underestimating how good they are because Cleveland's like 20 games above 500. Nobody saw this coming from Cleveland. But they are this offense right now. I'm excited to see this game tonight in part because I'm excited to see how this lineup does versus a really good pitcher. They just came off of a series facing the Mariners. Mariners threw a lot of good pitchers at them. They ended up scoring enough runs to take 2 out of 3. And everybody in this lineup is above major league average right now in terms of OPS. They up to 1 through 9. This is a good looking lineup especially when Jeffers is catching instead of Vasquez. So it'll be a fun matchup today and tomorrow.
Then it gets rained out.
Unless it gets rained out.
Oh.
I don't think it's supposed to rain tonight, though. They were okay.
Hey, does anybody know, back to the soccer thing for a second, does anybody know why this is bad?
What?
Yeah, the U.S. was supposed to.
This
was
is the
supposed
best
to
team
be.
they had, right, Maxo?
Yeah, this was supposed to be
What does
their
it mean?
moment. Not like, not that they were going to win the Copa America, because it's an international tournament between all of the teams, like the countries in North America and South America. So they were never going to beat like Brazil or Argentina or a team like that. But people kind of thought they'd at least get close, get to the semis, and then they just they got bounced. They lost to like Panama or something like that.
Great point.
And a week or 2 ago, and then they got bounced by Uruguay, who is a
but
good
does this mean anything for the World Cup? Or
No.
is this,
No.
Otherwise, do we care at all?
But the Copa is like these international things are a little bit more prestigious than just obviously anything going on in the MLS. So it would be a feather on their cap, and it would be a step forward for a U.S. soccer team that's kind of lost in translation right now. Right. But so it was just a disaster. Plus, it's like the way they lost. From what I've been reading, I'm not an elite soccer mind, but from what I've been reading, soccer fans are really upset because they should have succeeded a little bit more than and they're just always underwhelming, and they never perform above expectations.
Yeah, the United States has been always does well in the North American soccer tournaments, like getting to the World Cup, etc., but hasn't really competed against South American teams. Hasn't really shown up against. That's a different level of soccer, and this was going to be the opportunity to go show, hey, this team is ready to go to the international stage and make some noise versus teams that are a class above. And instead,
South American teams.
Yes, in particular.
Such as, Paul?
South American teams?
Yep.
Like in soccer?
Uh-huh.
Some South American teams, you ask. That would be Brazil.
Sure.
That would be Belize. That would be Uruguay.
Good one.
That would be Puruguay. That would be Thick Glizzy.
Thin Lizzy. Chris has seen them.
Hey, man. I like that band. Boys are back in town with their glizzies out.
Yeah. Tommy's dream.
We'll do What Really Matters after this. More with John Bonus and the rest of the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.
KFAN.com today. It's a takeover by Wenzel's Farm. Wenzel'sFarm.com. Chris30, the number 3, the number 0. Chris30, 30% off your order today. Only today. For sausages and beef jerky and brats and wieners.
They have glizzies on
They do have glizzies. Absolutely, they do.
I can verify they have delightful meat sticks.
Yeah, so you just had one, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
So Wenzel'sFarm.com, or just go to KFAN.com and click on that banner, man. 30% off if you got Chris30. The honey hamster.
For some glizzies.
Yeah.
Come on now.
All right, let's do What Really Matters. Let's talk about some sports, and then let's talk about some other nonsense. Marty will be here in like 30 minutes. No Rosie today.
That's what really matters.
And that's what really matters.
Where's Rosie? Reading?
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
he's peacefully reading a book at a fire pit while somebody takes a photo over his shoulder.
Which was completely natural.
Yeah, that, yeah.
Kind of like,
Yep, in no way did that look staged or forced. Catalyst Supply and CatalystSupplyCo.com bring you What Really Matters. Thanks, Catalyst Supply. Klay Thompson agreed to a 3-year, $50 million deal with the Dallas Mavericks. It was a sign and trade. So Josh Green goes to Charlotte, and the Warriors, I think, get a couple of second-round picks. Who cares? The point is Klay Thompson's going to Dallas for the next 3 years. $50 million. 13 seasons with Golden State.
wow.
He is a
time.
5-time All-Star and 4-time NBA champ in 15, 17, 18, and 22. Only if she's 5'3".
What year was it when you took Golden State and Rosie had the Cavs and the Cavs went down like
3-1,
and he paid you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they came back and won, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Hilarious.
And then there was the argument that I should have paid him because I lost the bet. It's like, well, no, he tapped out.
Yeah, he paid.
And he paid up in full. That's his problem. I didn't pay you before the Panthers won the cup. I had to make sure they won.
Yeah,
they were down 3-zip.
Yeah.
I'm not paying you. Then I did pay you.
Yeah. You've gotten killed.
Max, does Klay,
who cares?
Max, does Klay signing with the Mavs change the balance of power in the West?
It depends on if he can even recapture just a little bit of the Klay Thompson of old. If he can at least just be a good catch and shoot guy for them, which they very clearly needed in the Boston series because other guys just weren't making it happen, then yeah, I think he's a really good signing for him. He's the exact kind of player that they would need because he's a two-way player. Klay Thompson's an excellent defender, and if he can just score, 15 points a game, help Luka and Kyrie out a little bit, I think so. But if he's going to be like the Klay Thompson that we saw last year, then they're basically, it's a lateral move. They're basically the same team that they were last year.
Okay.
Yeah. But what really matters is this.
This does matter. If you have not downloaded the Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats new record, it's called South of Here. Download it. It's a fantastic record. It's a top to bottom. It's a revelation. It's the entire record's a mood. I couldn't love it. You remember Nathaniel Ratliff from Son of a Bitch, give me a drink. Great song.
Yep.
But he's way more than that. And this is his fourth album. and it's his best record by a mile and a half. It's just a great mood. There's so many songs on there that that just rip your heart out or make you want to get in your car and drive out in the desert. It's a great record. It's Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. It's called South of Here. I put out a tweet the other day saying, how many bands do you know released their best album as their fourth album? And people are like, well, how about the Led Zeppelin? I'm like, you're kind of making my point, douchebag. That's what I'm saying. That's Led Zeppelin 4. Pretty good record. And that's my point. Most people, you got your whole life to write your first record and however long to write your next one. This is a great record. And if you haven't heard of Johnny Bones, I'm going to tell you right now. From Remember I Was a Dancer to, the title track, every song, Heartless is fantastic.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. Download it, buy it, kiss it, smooch it. Let's have it.
Kiss the Glizzy.
There you go.
See, bonus gets it.
That's a good question, though, Chris. It just was making me think because I was trying to think of the bands that I like and which album is my favorite of theirs in their line.
Right.
And some of the bands that I like have 10 plus albums.
Yep.
I wonder in the history of modern mainstream music, the latest into a career that universally is their best album. Like somebody's 13th album was unbelievably like the best they've ever done. That's for the reasons you just said. It almost never happens.
Almost never.
So
the Beatles could be argued because they got better and better and better and less and less.
But like, what's universally considered their best?
Oh, that's a great question.
Abbey
Road, probably.
And where is that in the line?
Next to last.
Right. All right, so they might be the one.
Yeah. Let me see.
But almost everybody else, I would say the first three or so is probably where their best album
and
falls.
I would say 80% of your favorite records out there probably was the band's first album. I bet, and that might be a gross exaggeration, but you get my point.
But close,
Yeah, right. Let's see. Yeah, Abbey Road was their next to last record. So that was, let me see. Please Please Me, With the Beatles, A Hard Day's Night, Beatles for Sale, Help, Rubber Soul, Revolver, Sgt. Pepper, The White Album, Yellow Submarine, and then Abbey Road.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. That's a really good example.
Holy moly. Yeah.
So again, throw the Beatles out for a second, and almost everybody else. If you haven't hit it big by the first three or four, you're probably not sitting on mainstream success, right? The 8th and 9th and 10th albums from bands are almost always for the diehards.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah. If they last that long.
Right. You've missed the mainstream. Now it's just for your true fans, or it's for yourself, right? You're getting experimental. You're trying concept albums. You're doing something different, and you don't really care if it works on a huge scale. You're just doing it for the art or for your diehard fans.
Yep.
Which is fine, right? Like, again, most of my favorite bands, I don't care if they have another hit the rest of their lives. I just want them to be good songs for me, and I want to go see them do them.
And I wonder how many bands, like what the average amount of albums that a band has is. And I'm talking about a successful band.
Right.
Like Nirvana, they had 3 records, right? Of course, we know why, but you get my point.
Sure.
How many records has Pearl Jam had? And I'm sorry to say, but they're good. Their latest one's a very good record, but you're never going to get back to where they were, right?
Right.
People are yelling at the radios, but you get my point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like your point about how many have their fourth album be their best.
Yeah.
You get even a lot of bands with their third or fourth album, like those that have a big hit by their third or fourth album, they're almost always, I think, going to be a band that lives on in infamy. They're around for, you recognize them as a mainstay of the rock scene when that happens. Like I'm thinking, Pink Floyd's best was probably third or fourth.
That
right?
is a great point. There you
that's
go.
A good point,
U2's was Joshua Tree. That was like their third or their fourth, right?
That is a great point, dude. Look at you.
It feels like you get to if you can continue on that upward trend to the point where you're already known and then you hit it, well, then you're a rock legend, kind of.
Or how about the Metallica example? They had metal fans, their first handful, and then went mainstream with the Black Album. And some of us think the Black Album is their best album.
Yeah.
But that was their, fourth album? Third or fourth-ish, maybe?
Right. Joshua Tree was their 5th album.
Those are 2 really great points right there. The Black Album, but, again, yelling at the radio out there, many people are going to say, well, that's their most commercial album, it's not their best album. I think in this case...
It's both.
Yeah, I agree.
In a lot of those
Sorry,
cases,
it is,
it's the
yeah.
most.
Right.
It's the same. I should say.
Bruce Springsteen with Born in the USA.
Born in the USA was 4, right?
4 or 5,
yeah,
right?
and then you're right. I'm sorry. Born to Run was 4, I think. So Born in the USA may have been 5 or 6.
Here, I got him
Yeah,
right
you're
here. One of us.
Nebraska was before that.
Well, and it's interesting, too, because it's a whole different thing, because there's plenty of examples of people that got famous late in their life, like with their first album or book or something like that. But how often is it that they already had a career and then it blows up later in their life, you know?
Yeah.
Or then you have the opposite sauce, like Weezer, who puts out an absolute masterpiece
Correct.
first.
And the rest of it is.
How dare you? The Green
Blue
Album's
Album.
a great album.
Blue Album is
Maladroit's
a
great.
10 out of 10.
I mean, they've done other stuff, but that Blue Album, there's no question. It was
that's lights on.
Legendary.
Am I mic on?
Your mic's on?
How about Santana's example, by the way?
Yeah,
I saw that looking that up.
Yeah, right. I mean, all those albums and all those hits, and then out of nowhere, he comes back with that Supernatural with all those hits on it. Jeez Louise. But
That song, Hawk, though, the one with Rob Thomas,
Smooth.
is the definition of crispy.
yeah, it's crispy.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. But there's a reason it's crispy, right?
Yeah. That was played on every radio station. When did that song come out? 98, 99?
I can tell you in 1 second. 99.
Yeah. That song was played on every radio station.
Every
I
radio
bet Oak has played that song 10,000 times.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Nashville Predators swinging big with a bunch of big signings. One guy that I can't pronounce, and the other two are Steven Stamkos, 4 years, $32 million going to Nashville, and they got Jonathan Marchessault from Vegas, 5 years, $25 million.
Good for them.
So maybe that's another reason Zucker's on his way to Buffalo. Is there's no room anymore in Nashville because they're loading up with everybody else.
Load them up.
So Marchessault and Stamkos both going to Nashville, Vegas.
Man.
They're going all in.
I'm going
The Preds.
Yeah. And that's what I think a lot of Wild fans expect the Wild to do a year from now. But we'll
Move
see.
to Nashville?
No. Sign a bunch. Good point. Sign a bunch of high-end free agents. We'll see.
But what really matters is this.
You make a great point. I've
Thanks,
got a disturbing
Steve.
story right now.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
I should save this. No, I'll do it right now. What the hell? Who cares? Who's listening anyway, right?
Your dad.
This is a terrible story. Stay with me, okay? The 14-year-old son of former NFL defensive tackle Daniel Muir, that's M-U-I-R. I only say Muir like that because that's how you pronounce the fighter's name.
Yeah,
M-U-I-R,
Frank Muir.
right? Yeah. Has been missing for 2 weeks. And Indiana authorities have launched a probe into disturbing abuse allegations. Indiana State Police issued a silver alert for Bryson Muir, who was last seen by relatives driving away from his grandmother's home in Ohio on June 16th.
Can we pause for a second?
Yeah.
I don't know what a silver alert is. I mean, I assume it's like an amber alert, but what's the difference?
I'm not sure.
It's for missing old people.
Right.
Older people?
Yeah.
But he's only 14.
Right.
Oh.
I get that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Shouldn't that still be an amber alert? What am I missing here?
I don't know. Don't really know. But again, he's 14 and he drove away from his grandma's house, okay? The department said the mother's vehicle was stopped by local authorities a few minutes later, but he was already gone. He was no longer in the car.
Well, let's stop again there.
Yeah.
A 14-year-old drove away?
Exactly.
Oof.
Right.
Oh, but then how did they stop the car if he wasn't in the car?
I don't know.
We have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Not
Right.
a lot of
I feel like
answers.
But it's gonna
I feel like we're missing a person in this story.
It's going to get worse.
Oh, jeez.
An investigation was launched by authorities into Daniel and Christine Muir, both reported to be persons of interest in the ongoing case. After the teenager's grandmother provided officials with a photograph showing Bryson had a blackened and swollen eye. The 6'2", 285-pound teenager, who was last seen wearing an orange Under Armour shirt and blue jeans, is suspected to be in immediate danger.
I'm sorry. What did you say the sizes of the
6'2", 185, and he's 14. Okay.
Jesus.
The Indianapolis Star reported that Daniel and his wife told police they'd bring Bryson to the state police headquarters to prove that he's okay, but then backed out an hour before the arrangement was set to take place, which authorities claim signaled an unwillingness to cooperate. All right, here we go. The Muirs live in Logansport, Indiana. Been there, not a great place. On land owned by Straightway Truth Ministries, a religious group based in Tennessee that has been accused of being a cult, and claims on its website that it is a nation of Hebrew Israelites who are commandment keepers, obedient to Yah and our Savior Jesus Christ. Former Green Bay Packers defensive end Kabir Biamila
Yeah.
was among the former NFL players reported to have renounced his Christian faith and joined Straightway Truth Ministries in an article in 2020 in Sports Illustrated. So there's some fishy things going on down in Indiana, and this boy's been missing for 2 weeks. Colts are fascinating.
Yeah,
Very fast.
And they're like everywhere now because like the internet and they're all
the election,
all over. And that, yeah.
I don't remember this player at all. I'm just looking him up right now on Wikipedia.
I don't know anything about him.
Played for the Packers, Colts. Was on the practice squads of like the Rams, the Chiefs, the Texans. So I mean, from 2007 through 2013 was a part of the NFL in some way, shape, or form.
Right. I don't know,
but I don't remember him. But yeah, 40 years old, nose tackle.
How long
anyway?
Is I don't when Kabir BOMML
KGB? Yeah.
How long has it been since he was in? Is he still in the league? I don't know.
No, it's been.
Has it been a while?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, Johnny Bones.
Which isn't one of those Baja Biamilas on like what's that show? American Ninja Warrior? Isn't that one of like?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Is that KGB's like cousin or something? Which one is that? Hang on.
I'm
I thought
not
it was
sure.
this because I used to think it was the same guy. American Ninja Warrior. What the hell is that guy's name? That's Akbar Baja Biamila.
Oh.
That is his. I don't know. Is it his brother or something? Yeah, siblings. There we go.
Oh.
Never mind. Brothers.
Yeah.
All right, more of What Really Matters in Johnny Bones after this on the Fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story.
What is it?
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Look, none of us are geography kings, even though Sauce does look at a map from time to time. Earlier, we asked him to mention 3 cities in Illinois, and the second one he named was Beloit. And Twitter has pointed out that's a city in Wisconsin.
That's a good point.
Then we asked him to name South American countries, and one of the first ones he said was Belize. That's Central America.
Oh, no.
Which is part of North America, not South America. So look at more maps.
Oh, well, okay, fine. Schaumburg, Illinois. That's a city in Illinois. That's where Medieval Times is, and I've been there.
I want to say this, too, in his defense. None of us knew it.
Nope, none of us knew it.
Take that. Thanks, Hogs.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Nope.
I made a pizza for you, Hogs.
I got Beloit
why
mixed up
I'm
with Quad
defending
City.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
A pizza.
Here's more of What Really Matters. Ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for it, buddy boy.
Let's see here. The Wild agreed to a 4-year extension with Jake Middleton for $17.4 million. So that goes through 28/29. So they are, Sauce, to your point, and it sounds like Russo's point, they are signing a lot of their players to 3 or 4 year extensions, spending a lot of money. I don't know how the cap works. I don't know if, when Parisi and Suter come off the books, if we're going to still have a lot of money or if Guerin's spending a bunch of it. I don't know. That's for the Russos of the world to explain to the rest of us. But Jake Middleton has a cool mustache, has about 3 teeth, and is physical. We'll take it. But what really matters is this.
Over the weekend, masked singer, host, and father of 12, Nick Cannon, enjoyed a day out in the sun celebrating his son, Legendary, and his 2nd birthday.
Legendary Cannon.
That's right.
Legendary is his name.
He's got to be a quarterback.
Cannon, who shares Legendary with Bree Tiesi, spoke with Entertainment Tonight at the celebration. During the conversation, Cannon, who's 43, addressed his recent announcement, which he made last month, that he'd had his testicles insured for $10 million. I had to insure my most valuable assets, Cannon said, because you hear about like all these different celebrities insuring their legs. So I was like, well, I've got to insure my most valuable body part.
Why would he need to insure his testicles? I don't understand that at all.
It's because you don't have good testes.
Yeah.
I guess they're not worth insuring.
They're definitely not. No.
The testy market's insane these days.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's technically not making money off of his testicles. He's losing a ton.
Yes. Well played.
A ton.
It also allows you to kind of play fast and loose with your testicle.
Wow.
He's right about that.
Right, he's being reckless with them to the point where they might get injured and they need to be insured.
I'd like to talk to you guys about his children. Are you ready?
The names?
Here we go. I don't know about the names. I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to run through them because it's a lot of work in 13 years. 13-year-old twins Monroe and Moroccan.
That's with Mariah Carey.
Golden Sagan.
Yeah.
7.
He was in Street Fighter.
Yeah, he was.
Powerful Queen, who's 3. Rise Messiah, who's 1.
Dune?
Zion Mixoldian.
Yeah.
And Zillion Hair. Yeah, you heard me. Zillion Hair.
How do you spell hair?
Are both 3. H-E-I-R. I don't want to say billionaire, a zillionaire, because anyway, they're both 3. Beautiful Zeppelin is also 1. Abby De La Rosa, Onyx Ice Cole are both 1. And Halo is 1 as well.
All right, quickly.
Yes,
is that
sir.
all of them?
That's all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just now do one at a time, but rapid fire. Go through them again.
Monroe.
That's a terrible name.
Moroccan.
That's a terrible name.
Golden Sagan.
That's a terrible name.
Powerful Queen.
That's a terrible
Rise
name.
Messiah.
That's a terrible name.
Zion
That's a terrible
Mixoldian. Zillionaire.
That's a terrible
Beautiful
name.
Zeppelin.
That's a terrible
Abby
name.
De La Rosa. No,
That's
wait,
a
no,
terrible
that
name.
wasn't. Onyx Ice Cole.
That's a terrible name.
Lanisha Cole.
That's a terrible name.
Halo.
That's a terrible name.
Okay. A lot of kids.
Thanks, Ron.
And that's a lot of 1-year-olds.
The only good Onyx was the one who wrote Slam.
That song-
included
Yeah.
Sticky Fingers.
That song F's.
He's got a
Thank you for the
7-year-old.
correct pronunciation.
He's got twin 13-year-olds, a 7-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 1-year-old, a 1-year-old, a 1-year-old, a 1-year-old.
Wait a minute. If you have that many 1-year-olds, that can't be with the same woman.
No, and a 2-year-old.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a lot of
And on
children.
Wikipedia, he's listed with 6 partners.
Yeah, what? Bree
your-
Tiesi?
Yep.
That's Johnny Manziel's either ex-wife or
Well,
ex-girlfriend.
get your nuts insured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So-
yeah.
Someone on Twitter said that for Father's Day, he has to have a meet and greet.
That's brilliant.
Why don't we have a T-shirt printed that just says "Get your nuts insured" and we have a jar of peanuts? Get it?
Brilliant. What was the T-shirt we had yesterday made?
Who cares? The links.
Oh, don't you do that to him. It's his big money maker.
Yeah. What's it say?
It's going to make you $0.
Yeah, it's like the
what's it
initials
say?
game.
What's
Yeah,
the
that's
T-shirt?
right. It made sauce 0.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The
it's all right.
links are at the Liberty tonight. Little rematch of last week's Commissioner's Cup. Remember, that game didn't count for the standings. This one does. Lynx are 14-4. The Liberty are 16-3. And the Liberty are favored by 6 on DraftKings.
Well, Liberty Beverly. Am I right?
Are the Lynx not 2-0 against them this year or whatever?
Yeah,
I think it's
so,
something like
yeah.
that. But anyway, the Liberty are favored yet again. What really matters is this.
In the Victorian era, men with mustaches used cups with specially made guards to prevent their facial hair from dipping into their drinks.
Oh.
It's a pretty good idea.
Mustache guard.
Yeah, man.
As Sauce takes a dramatic sip.
Yeah.
At the top of that coffee lid blocks your
It
mustache.
sure does.
Yeah. My dad's had a mustache my whole life.
And a
Great
beard
story.
as well.
Compelling and rich.
He's had a beard?
Yep. Still does. Your whole life.
Oh. All right.
How much to get your dad to shave his mustache?
He did once.
Yeah, I wish you'd shave his privates.
Oh, my God. He's 74.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's about time. It's about time, man.
That's about time what?
Hey,
Shave
Sauce,
them things.
there's no way to say this. So
Shave them things.
I'm just going to say it because Chris doesn't have the bravery
I
to
just
do
can't
it.
do it. I can't say
Yeah.
it.
Your dad better have his nuts insured.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he needs his nuts insured.
Why? Who's using my dad's nuts?
It doesn't matter who's using it.
Yeah.
They're reckless.
They really are.
With who?
His nuts are drunk drivers.
With
The
who?
Thunder agreed to a 3-year, $87 million deal with Isaiah Hartenstein of the New York Knicks. He got priced out basically in New York. New York wanted him back, but they just couldn't offer him that much. And he was a hot commodity. He goes to the Thunder. That is not necessarily good for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Mavericks got a little bit better, maybe with Klay Thompson. Hartenstein definitely brings some height and toughness to the paint in Oklahoma City. So the teams around us getting better.
Yeah.
Better-ish.
Yeah, and plus they got Caruso like a week ago, too.
Yeah.
Robinson?
I don't know who that is.
The pirate guy.
Lame attempt at humor, swing and a miss.
Yeah.
But what
Who's
really
that
matters
guy?
is this.
Tug of war used to be an Olympic sport.
Sure did.
Can you imagine that? Oh. Man, tug of war. Oof. They'll rip your damn arms right out of your body.
Yeah.
Team or just like 1v1?
That's a good point. I don't know. I bet team.
Yeah.
Probably should have been team.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a specific event this summer you're looking forward to?
Breakdancing.
Sleeping.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
For sure. It's its first year at the Summer Olympics, breakdancing.
Yeah, that's right. BMX. I like BMX.
Yeah.
Skateboarding is always fun. Kissing the glizzy.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Glizzy Gladiator.
Yeah.
You always like watching the Glizzy Gladiator gauntlet. You do always say that quote.
If they had a Kissing the Glizzy team, the U.S. would have a pretty good team.
For sure.
Riley Reid, Lisa Ann, they have a pretty good team.
Sarah J. was the anchor.
Yeah, she's
Yep.
undefeated.
Oh, yeah. Boom, roasted, Corey.
Hey, boy, we got you on that one.
Oof.
We got you on that
Yeah,
one.
looking a little crispy.
Yeah, look at you. You can't talk.
Would Hawk Tua Gal be the flag bearer at the opening ceremonies?
Okay.
She should be anyway.
The Minnesota Timberwolves are bringing back Luka Garza on a 2-year
Hell
deal.
yeah,
He's going to
man.
make the minimum $2.1 million next season.
Good for him.
Heck yeah. I saw they're interested in Lauri Markkanen as well. Don't know how that would fit on the books.
Well, they wanted him in the draft.
They drafted him.
Yeah, but they that was the one they were going to keep if the trade didn't work out.
Yeah. He went to Chicago, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he was part of
The Levine trade?
No, Butler.
Oh, the Butler trade?
Yeah, he was the guy they took and then traded Butler.
Right. So we've always talked about this. You know, like you go back to the Rubio Flynn year, right, where it was Rubio into Flynn, and then they took Ty Lawson, and everybody's like, David Kahn took 3 point guards. And it's like, okay, but Ty Lawson was never going to be ours. We made that pick for Denver, right? Markkanen was different because there were a whole bunch of people saying that was the one they wanted to keep if the Butler deal, I guess, didn't go through.
Yep.
So that was not necessarily we picked him for somebody else. We picked him with the willingness to move him.
I don't know how
But
that
we wanted him.
work, though. I mean, who would you have? I mean, he's a power forward, right?
Yeah.
You're not
Like
going to
center power forwardish.
trade Cat.
No, because Lauri Markkanen is a good player. He's going to want a good chunk of change. So he'd have to he'd have to come off the bench. He's not going to start. So.
Yeah.
And I can't believe at this point in his career he's interested in being a sixth man.
Yeah,
No.
right.
He's like an all-star level player. He's not coming
great.
off the bench.
He's the best player they have.
Plus, there's several teams that are interested in him. But I just thought it was interesting that the Wolves were even mentioned because I'm like, how would they make that work?
Right. And we don't have any draft picks.
True.
Who cares? Look at Conley wheeling and dealing. We can get draft picks.
Right.
Right? Got Dillingham out of nowhere. But what really matters is this.
You're always looking at your nose, but your brain chooses to ignore it.
Oh, really?
Like, think about it right now. Like, think about the fact that you can see your nose.
Sure, it's in your sightlines at all times. That
It's
makes
always
sense.
there. Yeah. I can see it right now. I'm ignoring my nose.
Oh, wow. I never thought of that. That's neat.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, man.
You're welcome.
Now you're going to never not think of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you looking at it right now?
No. I'm looking at how many Kiss the Glizzy t-shirts we've sold.
150,000?
I think 2.
2.
That's easy. 200 is twice 100.
Not 200. Just 2.
2? Well, I can't figure out just 2.
No.
He's a math teacher
Yeah.
that couldn't figure out the percentage if it was just 2.
Well, he works in a small school in some city that doesn't exist. I just can't ever figure out where they're at. I once read they were in Pennsylvania, but they sure as hell don't look like they're in Pennsylvania.
Right.
Where the hell are they?
Don't know.
Have you guys watched the, what's his name? Willy Wonka, what's his name?
The new one?
Yeah, but no.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
There's a new Gene Wilder documentary
I've
on
seen
Netflix.
it, yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I want to. But the preview on Netflix, which is always, by the way, so damn loud.
Yes.
Like you turn on Netflix and suddenly it's
Whoa.
Anyway, the kid who plays Charlie, they
It's a
interview him a
Muppet?
lot in this documentary, and it's like you can see him. He's an old dude now, right? But you can see that that's Charlie. Like his
Yeah,
eyes,
really?
are still, his eyes are still Charlie's.
And he ended up being a dentist or something, right? He like never acted again.
Yeah,
I think. I think it was essentially a one-time thing.
He was doing like a small town play, and I forgot the connection, but right when he met Gene, they were like, "Yeah, this is the kid," and it worked. I'm pretty sure that documentary though was out on Hulu or a different service before it went to Netflix.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I think it's an old because he narrates it, and he's been dead for
We'll cross him off.
10 years.
Gene Wilder himself narrates it?
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah, the one that's on Netflix. Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, he died. Yeah,
He died.
8 years ago.
Yeah, he's been gone a long time.
No.
Yes, he's been gone. Happens. Yeah. I gotta live, man. Right?
Yeah, man.
Live.
Hey, it's Marnes.
Hey, Marnes.
There she is. Marnie Gellner is here. Rosie is not, so Marnie will talk later. After this on The Fan.
The Fan.